Hello Roosevelt students, this is Mr. Roble, and today I'm going to be going over another one of our science labs with you. The lab that we're going to be doing today is called the Moon Phases Lab, so it should look something like this. If you are in an advanced class, it'll look a little bit different, but for the most part it is the same, but just make sure that you get the advanced copy. So the purpose, or the learning target, is I can recognize and name the moon phases, and I can use the position of the Earth, Moon, and Sun to explain moon phases, eclipses, and tides. So there's a little bit of background information here that you're going to have to read, and then it says, in this diagram, label the Sun, the Earth, and the Moon. Now on my picture, it's pretty easy to pick out which one is which because they're in color, but yours is not in color. So you can use this to figure it out if you'd like, but in the middle we have the Sun, down here we have the Earth, and we actually have two moons because the moon can be in different places to cause different types of eclipses. Down here at number 2, so it says, below are 6 moon sequences. Read each sequence from left to right, figure out which phase or phases are missing, and draw them in. Then label each sequence as waxing or waning, or waxing and waning. So you have to fill in, you draw a circle on one of these, then you fill in whatever it is that the next moon phase will look like by shading it in, and then right below it, write waxing or waning, or waxing and waning. On the back, this is the part that you really can't do unless you were in class. So this is the part that I'm going to really focus on. Number 3 says, go to each station around the room. You can begin at any number, but then continue in order. Shade in the circle as the moon would appear in the sky from Earth's view, and label your phase name of that position. So in class, we had an actual moon globe hanging up in the middle of the class, and then we used an overhead projector as the sun, and we would shine it on the moon. And then there'd be 8 spots in class that you'd have to walk around. So I'm going to show you a picture of what they look like at each of the spots. So starting at number 1, this is what you would have seen. So it's a little bit shaded over here, but it should have been the whole thing as being completely lit up. I almost gave away what the answer is, but the whole moon is completely lit up. So that is the first one. Here's number 2. So number 2, you can see that it's over halfway, but it is not completely lit up. So that's number 2. Here is number 3. Again, it's about halfway lit up. Notice which side is lit up. And at any point throughout this thing, if you need to pause it to look at your notes or to think about which phase this is, you can do that. You can also rewind, obviously, if you miss something. But that's number 3. Here's number 4. Notice what part is lit up. Here's number 5. So even though you can see stuff, the sun, which is the overhead projector, is back here, and actually this is all shaded. So the only reason that we can really see anything here is because of the kind of light that is around in the classroom, not from the sun or from the overhead projector. So that's number 5. It's number 6. Here's number 7. This one's about in half. And notice that it's the left half that's lit up this time. And here is number 8. So it's not quite totally lit up. Just this little side over here is dark, but it's over halfway lit up. So that's number 8. That's the last one. So after you color these in and after you label which phase it is, there's a couple questions at the bottom, and again, if you have the accelerated copy or the advanced copy, I think there's 3 questions instead of 2. But for number 1 and 2 at the bottom, it says, what type of eclipse could occur at the new moon? So you answer that right in this space here. Draw a picture of this eclipse, and you can use the pages in the book, or you can use your notes to help you. And it says, label the sun, moon, earth, the umbra, and the penumbra. And then down at number 2, it's the opposite eclipse. What type of eclipse could occur at a full moon? So write the name of it in the spot. Then again, draw a picture of it, label the sun, moon, earth, umbra, and penumbra. Just like always, if you have any questions or anything, make sure that you ask your science teacher to help you out. Otherwise, you should be able to get pretty much everything from it. And that's it. Hopefully we'll see you next time. Have a good one.